Do you like yourself? Do you love yourself? Or do you hate yourself? I was spending some time on YouTube this morning and I was watching a video about autoimmune issues, and I had heard these things before, but saying that autoimmune issues stem from self-hatred. And I guess lots of illnesses can stem from self-hatred. And, and then I was having my quiet time, and it came up in my devotional book too, where about self-hatred, where God says that, well, this person said about God that he despises it when we judge one another and when we judge ourselves harshly, and that he is not happy with self-hatred when we hate ourselves. And I was thinking about my own life from the time I was little. I always felt like I had to please everyone, and I was never good enough. And even as far back as like 4 or 5, like I thought I was fat. I thought I had a fat stomach. And of course that developed into an eating disorder by the time I was 12, which there's a lot of different aspects to an eating disorder. You know, it's about control and perfection, but it's also, I think it's a form of self-harm. You know, there's cutting, there's drug abuse, alcohol abuse, eating disorders, there's a lot of different ways that we abuse ourselves, or we let other people abuse us because we don't love ourselves. We don't think we're good enough, so we allow other people to mistreat us as well. And just looking at that and looking into myself, I feel like even to this day I still struggle with not feeling good enough, and maybe underlying, maybe I do still hate myself, and I gotta definitely, I'm praying about that. I've started a new job recently, and I'm noticing that I'm still very insecure. I'm afraid that if I don't do everything perfectly, if I'm not perfect, if I'm a little slower than I think I should be or whatever, that people are going to think I'm stupid. Because I tend to, when I get nervous, my brain shuts down. I go into some weird kind of thing where I can't even think straight. I can't even do simple things that are normally very easy for me. And then I start believing lies that, you're stupid, you don't know what you're doing, people aren't going to like you, and all that kind of thing. So I'm just wondering if maybe you should ask yourself the same thing. Do you love yourself? Do you even like yourself? Or do you actually maybe hate yourself? And that's why you've haven't been very kind to yourself, or you haven't let other people, you haven't chosen people in your life who will be kind to you. So something to think about. That's my thought for the day.